For a lot of people, the path to a good career feels like a trap. You want a secure, high-paying job, but getting there usually means taking on a mountain of student loans. But there is a different way. Instead of paying a school to teach you, you can enter a program where you are actually earning a full-time wage to learn a highly respected trade while you work. This is run by the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Union, which partners with local training centers to provide the actual schooling. If you live in Mississippi, whether you're near Gulfport's Local 903, Meridian's 917, or Jackson's 480, there is a clear step-by-step master blueprint for getting your foot in the door. Following this specific sequence allows you to bypass the debt cycle and start a career path that leads to significant financial independence. Step 1 is simple but crucial. You need to gather a specific toolkit of documents and bring them in person to your local training office. They will ask for standard proof of identity. You'll need a valid Mississippi driver's license, a social security card, and a birth certificate. When dropping these off, you'll pay a non-refundable application fee, usually between $25 and $50. But the strictest requirement is providing official transcripts proving you successfully passed Algebra 1. If you didn't finish high school the traditional way and earned a GED instead, you are still eligible. Just make sure to bring a copy of your GED certification along with your older school transcripts to prove your math background. If you show up missing even one of these papers, your application is marked incomplete. Your first test is simply showing that you can follow instructions and get organized. If your paperwork is approved, you move to Step 2, a mandatory 2.5-hour aptitude test. The math portion is 46 minutes for 33 questions. You won't face advanced calculus, but you must grasp basic algebra. Next is reading comprehension, 51 minutes for 36 questions. This measures how well you extract correct information from written text. When you finish, the whole test is scored on a scale from 1 to 9. You absolutely must score at least a 4 to stay in the running. It is a rigorous exam. But getting that passing score of 4 doesn't guarantee you a job. It simply moves you forward to the most critical phase, the interview. Step 3 is your face-to-face interview with the committee. They aren't expecting you to already be an electrician. They want to evaluate your work ethic, your attitude, and how reliable you are. Each person on the interview panel grades you individually. When you leave the room, they average those grades together to give you a final percentage score. That score dictates your placement on the ranking list, a master wait list ordered strictly from highest to lowest. When contractors need an apprentice, they don't pick randomly. They hire the person sitting at the number 1 spot. The interview operates on a competitive ranking system. A higher score translates to moving up the list, getting hired, and starting your career much faster. Once you get that call, you're officially part of the crew. You'll spend the next 4 or 5 years working full-time as an apprentice. This official program document lays out the road to journeyman. It requires 8,000 hours of paid on-the-job training alongside 1,000 hours of classroom instruction. Graduating also yields up to 62 college credit hours toward an electrical engineering degree. If the math requirement or the aptitude test feels overwhelming right now, don't worry. You can visit electriciantutor.com, linked in the description below, for practice tests and brush-up courses to get ready. The path is laid out for you. Look up your local Mississippi IBEW office, get your document toolkit together, and take the first step toward building your debt-free future.